KSSR Coffin Radio.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Coffin Radio. I am Heartthrob Rob, and joining me today is AEW star, the Unstoppable Danger, Leila Gray. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. We're here at LAX Fan Fest. Dude, it's so cool. You're having that line of people that are here to see you, so I appreciate so much for you coming out here and giving me some of your time.
Absolutely. It's my first time at LAX Fan Fest, so I'm very excited to meet the fans. I'm excited to be out here in the West Coast. It's going to be a great day.
Absolutely. And dude, I'm so excited for everything that you got going on in AEW. You know, you were on that cusp, and now to see you on AEW, part of the Baddies section with Jade Cargill and the rest of the crew, that's amazing. What is that like for you?
It's been amazing. It's just been a crazy, hectic, amazing journey, but I feel so blessed to be in AEW and to be a part of the Baddies, to be standing next to the TBS champion Jade Cargill and Kiera Hogan. It's been great working with them, and I feel like that was like the perfect way to bring me into AEW and get the fans familiar with Leila Gray, because Leila Gray is a baddie. So it's just perfect the way everything has been working out. Everything
is working out for you. It's so incredible, but it's almost like this is all still so new and so amazing, right? Because you just made your debut in 2020, is that right?
Yes.
What was that like for you to make your debut?
To make my debut? Well, yeah.
The hard work that goes into that.
I made my debut during COVID. So, yeah, it was the COVID era. And so my debut, it was in front of like 5 people. And that's how it was for those months, like leading into, you know, those months after my debut. It was just doing the small closed shows, doing things for online. And even when I started AEW, when I was doing the darks, it was you know, it was us, the wrestlers, that were in the crowd cheering on the other wrestlers and stuff. So it was a crazy time to start during COVID, but I feel like I learned so much because like the world shut down, but I was still, you know, putting in work. I was still going to training and just trying to get better and excel. And I mean, I feel like I passed a lot of my peers that were in that wrestling program because people were staying at home, which I'm not knocking it, but you know, I was busy working and hustling. Then I made my debut, and about 4 months later, AEW calls.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of crazy to come in the COVID era. Everyone's got their face covered anyways. You can't tell what kind of expressions they got going on. But what was it like? Because pretty quickly after that, that grind that you have, it makes it so that you're OVW Champion, you know? What was that like to get such a prestigious title of OVW Wrestling, which has put the who's who on the map?
Absolutely. OVW, they have such a great history of professional wrestling. So many talented individuals walked through those doors, fought in that ring. So I feel honored to be a part of OVW and to be the OVW Women's Champion and be able to represent the company like that. It means so much to me. So yeah, it all just, from me hustling and making my rounds, and you know, I'm like, I have to get known in other states. So I took it upon myself. I invested my own money. I got in my car and I drove around and drove to different companies and just try to network with people, meet the right people to just put me in these positions that I'm in. So networking, I got in contact with OVW. I was probably talking to them for like a year, and then finally I made my way to Louisville, Kentucky this past January. And I went once, and then I'm like, I think I like this. I'm like, I think I want to move here, and I think I want to go to OVW. And within like 2 months after that, like, I moved to Kentucky and been at OVW ever since.
Wow, that's so cool, man. Because again, prestigious spot. But after that, you start making your debut in AEW. You start making elevation matches. You got matches with Diamante, The Bunny, Red Velvet, Abaddon, such other people. What was it like to finally hit that stage, which was, you know, the biggest place you had been up until then, right? That's right there. That's the top. Oh, damn near the top.
Yes, exactly. So AEW reached out to me. I had probably been out there working for maybe 4 months. I remember I was actually on a road trip traveling to Texas because I wanted to meet Jazz, Jazz and Rodney Mack, you know, just to possibly train with them or whatever. So I was on the road, and then I get a message from an AEW rep They messaged me on Facebook. So I got discovered off of Facebook, guys. Yeah, they asked me, are you interested in coming in for Darks? I'm like, hell yeah, I'm interested in coming in for Darks.
There you go.
I was so nervous, so new. I had no idea what I was doing, but I was not going to turn down that opportunity. So I've been there ever since, and just kind of learning as I go. And being able to work with those amazing names that you mentioned, I was able to learn so much from them, and really my wrestling has progressed a lot since working there at AEW.
You can tell. I mean, every week that I see you wrestle, you're getting better and better. Every time I see you on Dark, Elevation, Dynamite, whatever it might be, you're getting better. It's the hustle in you. It's so cool. But you know, outside of right before you signed to AEW, or before you work for, or during the time you're working for AEW, you actually have a match in WWE against Raquel Rodriguez.
Yes.
What was that like? How did that happen?
So
someone's dad on Facebook messaged you again?
No. Yeah, so I was actually just doing some work with WWE. They had called me in, and I had no idea that the match with Raquel was going to happen. But that day I was there, and they're like, hey, you have a match tonight against Raquel. And it was her main roster debut.
Exactly.
It was my WWE debut. So it was both of our debuts that night. And it was so amazing. Probably one of the best experiences of my life. Raquel was great. The WWE crowd was great as well. It was just definitely something I'll always remember and cherish. It was great. It was great.
Not everybody gets to be on the big show, you know, so for you to make it, that's very cool. I love it. But outside of wrestling, you've actually done work with other people. I mean, having worked with Drake, Bad Bunny, Chris Brown, what was that like for you?
It was great working with them. So I've done a lot of entertainment work, which is what I was doing before wrestling. I was doing music, acting, modeling. I was doing radio work. And yes, I was living in Miami, out in South Beach, working as a model, working in music videos. I got to do Drake and Bad Bunny, the Mia video. I got to work with Trey Songz, Chris Brown. Who else I worked with? Gucci Mane. I've worked with Trina before. I've worked with a lot of names, and I mean, they were amazing. Bad Bunny, he was so amazing to work with. He was just so nice and so down to earth. Probably one of my favorite people that I've gotten a chance to work with. But everybody was great, man. Everybody was great, and I missed the modeling. So hopefully, maybe one day I'll get back into it.
Yeah, you never know what the future holds. Mm-hmm. You just made your debut just a few years ago, and you end up making the PWI Female Wrestler of the List. Mm-hmm. less than 150, and you were in it. What did that mean to you to make that within 2 years of your debut?
Making the PWI's Women's 150 list meant so much to me. I literally cried when I saw that, just because I'm like, man, I just made my debut. This is my rookie year, and I've already wrestled in AEW. I've already traveled across the country, and now I'm being recognized as a top women's 150 wrestlers in the world. Such an honor, and I'm like, damn, I must really be doing something right. Because for me to be recognized at such an early stage in my career is just, oh man, it was just a feeling that I don't really know how to describe, but I'm just so grateful, so thankful for all the support and for everyone that has helped me along the way to get to where I am today.
That's cool. There's nothing more you can say about it. I mean, that's to be honored. It's 150, not just in America, in the world.
In the world.
So you're getting it for sure.
It says a lot.
As we're wrapping it up here, what are your plans for the future? What do you have in store?
What do I have in store? Well, there is.
Are you officially? Oh, sorry. Go. I didn't mean to cut you off. Are you official with AEW now too?
As of right now, I'm official with AEW.
Oh, very cool.
Yes. I am. I signed something.
I wrote my name down somewhere.
I signed something. Yeah. So I am in an agreement with AEW. So I'm so excited to see where that goes and what goes on with the Baddies. I hear there might be some talk about women's tag team titles. So if Jade Cargill and the Baddies could all capture gold, that would be something right there. That's a dream come true. So yeah, I mean, my goals are just to keep doing what I'm doing, travel internationally. I definitely want to hit some countries and yeah, hopefully win some tag team titles. I have with OVW, we have a docu-series that'll be coming out in 2023. It'll be on a major streaming platform, so that will be something for you guys to look out for.
Definitely, I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see wherever it may be, OVW, AEW, the world. I can't wait to see all your journey. That's very cool.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me on the show. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we go?
Guys, follow me on social media if you aren't already. Miss Leila Gray. That's MISS_Leila Gray on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. Come follow me, guys.
Thank you so much, Leila Gray. I'm Heartthrob Rob from Coffin Radio, and if you like what you're watching, then hop in the coffin. Follow us on social media at Coffin Radio. Coffin is spelled with a K, and that's all for today.
ASMR Coffin Radio.